Hello everyone, my name is Yana Karpenko and welcome back to our TV lesson. And today we are going to learn new grammar and we're going to talk and read about animals. If you are ready, let's start. Today we are going to read about animals and reading is going to be for main idea or gist. And we will learn new grammar, present and past passive voice. What animal can you see? This animal is a mammoth. What do you think happened to the mammoth? Can we see them now? No, we can't see them now. So these animals are extinct. Now we're going to read about these animals. But before we start, let's learn new words. Look at this picture. What can you see there? We can see some parts of a plant or animal that were in rock or earth for a very long period. And the word is fossils. So we can see fossils. Next one. Here we can see a group of animals, and this group is called herd. It's a group of animals of the same type that live together. Our next picture is this. So, dogs and cats and a lot of other animals have it. So this is called fur. And the definition is the hair that grows on the body of some animals. Look at these two men. They want to catch the animal, so they hunt. Hunt means to go after animals to catch or kill them for food, sport, or to make money. And our last picture is, what animal is it? You are right, it's a dinosaur. So can we see them now? No, we can't, because they are extinct animals. These are animals which died and do not live on our planet anymore. And now it's time to read about these extinct animals. So you will have to read paragraph number 1, and you will have one question, true or false. You need to read the paragraph and say true or false. You now have 40 seconds to read the paragraph and answer the question. Time is up. So the right answer is false. Some animals have already become extinct, like the Caspian tiger. Next paragraph. You have 1 minute to read this paragraph and answer the question. time is up. So the right answer is false. They are scientists who study the fossils of plants and animals. Next paragraph. And you also have 1 minute for this task. True or false? Time is up. And it's false. The large animals couldn't adapt to the higher temperatures. Now it's time for grammar. Look at this sentence. People used the fur. Here we can say subject plus verb plus object. And this structure is called the active voice, when the subject does an action in the sentence. So the subject people did an action, so people used the fur. Let's look at the 3 sentences with the active voice. Number 1, people used the fur. Number 2, people hunted mammoths. Number 3, scientists found fossils. And now let's look at the same sentences but in the passive voice. The fur was used by people. Mammoths were hunted by people. And fossils were found by scientists. So in the passive voice we can use 2 tenses, the present simple tense and the past simple tense. Let's now look at the present simple tense. People use the fur now. And the passive structure for this sentence is the fur is used by people. So the structure is subject plus am, is or are, plus verb 3 or verb ed plus by to say who does the action in the sentence. If you want to use the negative form, you should say the fur is not used by people now, or the short form is isn't. So the structure is subject, am not, is not, are not, plus verb 3, verb ed plus by. What if we want to use the passive voice but in the past simple tense? Our sentence is people used the fur in the past. So the passive voice is the fur was used by people in the past. Let's look at the structure. That is subject plus was, were, plus verb 3 or verb ed plus by. In the negative form, you should say the fur was not used by people in the past. The short form is wasn't. So the structure is subject plus was not, were not, plus verb 3, or ed plus by. In this exercise, you will have to use the right form of the passive voice, but in the past simple tense. You have 1 minute for this task. Use the verbs that are in brackets. Time is up, and now let's check the answers together. In 2018, mammoth bones were found in Cambridgeshire, England. Number 2. The bones were discovered by a group of road workers. 3. The State History Museum in Bishkek was built in 1926. 4. The poem wasn't created in the 19th century. 5. These images were not painted by the school students. 6. The walls of the room were decorated with beautiful paintings of lions. Let's continue. Now you have 6 sentences, but this time you need to use the passive voice, but in the present simple tense. You have 1 minute for this task. Time is up. Let's check the answers together. Honda cars aren't made in the USA. Instagram is used by millions of people. 3. Different movies are shown in cinemas every day. 4. The large park is visited by lots of people every year. 5. Some shops aren't closed on Sundays. 6. The book about 3 friends who want to be magicians is called Harry Potter. And right now, your next task is this. You need to make the active sentences passive. Let's look at the example. Gaparative painted athletes. So, Gaparative did something. It's an active voice. So, the passive voice is athletes was painted by Gaparative. You have 5 sentences. You need to do the same task. You have 5 sentences and you have 1 minute to do the same. Your time is up. Let's check the answers together. This painting was bought for $5 million by a collector. Number 2. Some unusual sculptures are created by the artist. Number 3. Modern art isn't understood by many people. Number 4. The museum is visited by lots of people every year. Number 5. The portrait wasn't shown in the exhibition. I hope that this lesson was quite informative for you. Thank you for your attention. I hope the lesson was interesting and productive. See you!